Let me ask you a question before we start. When you were earning less money than you do right now, did you believe that this level would finally be enough? Because almost everyone does. 5 or 6 years ago, you were earning way less than today. Smaller apartment, older car, cheaper groceries, and you remember thinking, if I could just make a little more, if I could just cross that next income level, life would finally feel easier. Now here you are. You did make more. You did upgrade your life. And somehow, you still feel tight, still feel anxious, still feel like you're one surprise bill away from stress. In fact, if you're being honest, you might feel more pressure now than you did back then. And the scariest part, you're already telling yourself the same story again. If I could just hit the next number, then I'd finally relax. This isn't a money problem, and it's definitely not a motivation problem. This is a human brain problem. And once you see it clearly, you can't unsee it. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most financial advice avoids saying out loud, your brain is exceptionally bad at staying satisfied. Not because you're greedy, not because you're ungrateful, but because your brain evolved for survival, not contentment. Psychologists call this hedonic adaptation. In simple terms, it means this. Whatever your life looks like today, your brain will treat it as normal, shockingly fast. New raise? Feels amazing. For a few months. New apartment? Feels exciting until it becomes just home. New car? Feels successful until it's just your car. Your brain recalibrates. And once it does, it immediately asks, what's next? That's not failure, that's biology. Here's what makes this dangerous financially. Every time your income increases, your expectations quietly increase with it. Not because you planned it, but because comfort expands invisibly. You don't say, I'm upgrading my lifestyle. You say things like, I deserve this now. It's not even that expensive. This is normal at my income level. And slowly, your expenses rise to meet your income, not overnight, but month by month, until one day you realize something terrifying. You're earning more than ever and saving no more than before. Let's make this concrete. Imagine someone earning $60,000 a year. After taxes, maybe they take home around $3,900 a month. They live carefully. Rent is reasonable. Spending is controlled. Now they get a raise to $80,000. Sounds huge, but here's what usually happens next. A nicer place. A slightly better car. More takeout because time feels scarce. More subscriptions because they're small. Individually, none of these feel reckless. Collectively, they erase the raise. So instead of feeling free, this person feels locked in. More responsibilities. Higher monthly burn rate. More fear of losing the job. This is how people earning good. Money still feel broke. And this isn't rare. A shocking number of high earners feel trapped, not liberated. Not because they're irresponsible, but because lifestyle growth is automatic. Your brain adapts faster than your bank account. Now here's the part that almost nobody explains. Happiness doesn't come from having more. It comes from making progress. When you're moving towards something meaningful, your brain feels alive. But when you arrive, the feeling fades. That's why planning a vacation feels better than being on it. Training for something feels better than finishing it. Chasing a goal feels better than achieving it. If you're always postponing happiness until later, you're delaying it forever. Because later never arrives the way you imagine. So what do you actually do? You don't give up ambition. You don't stop improving your life. You change how you upgrade. Here's a simple rule that changes everything. Not every raise should upgrade your lifestyle. Decide in advance how much of future income goes to comfort and how much goes to freedom. For many people, a simple split works. Half for lifestyle improvement, half for saving or investing. That way your life gets better, but your future gets safer. And here's the key. The improvements feel better because they're intentional, not automatic. Another shift that helps more than any budget: stop measuring wealth by what you own. Start measuring it by how much control you have over your time. Someone earning less but saving more often has more real power than someone earning double and living tight. Because money isn't about stuff, it's about options. The option to say no, the option to slow down, the option to breathe. And finally, this is the hardest part to accept. There is no income number that guarantees peace. Peace comes from alignment, not accumulation. From knowing what's enough before the world decides for you. Your brain will always want more. That doesn't mean you have to obey it. So here's the real win. You don't need to outrun the treadmill. You need to step sideways off it. Choose upgrades that actually matter. Protect your margin. And stop assuming the next number will fix what the last one didn't. Because it won't. And once you understand that, money finally starts working for you, not against you. If this made you pause for a second, hit like so more people hear it. And if you want more honest conversations about money, work, and freedom, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.